Here we are. What is the news, guys? The news is that we have now finally the new Google Assistant driving mode. This is here my Pixel 3a device, and I was about to say my Pixel 3 XL, but no, it is still the Pixel 3a. Here, driving friendly assistant. Tell your assistant to answer calls and read messages to you. Hey Google, make a call. Alright guys, we're going to be pressing next. By the way, this feature should be available right now in more countries. It was rolled out in the United States, but now hey, it also comes to the third world countries like the place I live. No, of course not, that was a joke. But hey, this is not a joke. You can get it also if you're living outside of the US, which is my case. You're in control. Change your preference anytime in settings. Got it. Alright guys, I'm going to explore here what you can all do with these new features. Less distraction, hear calls and messages on the drive, other notifications stay muted. Just turn on notification access for Google App, turn on access, okay, let's do so. So it actually presents an opportunity for you to be driving your car, someone is calling you, and then the phone will read, hey, you know, like your girlfriend is calling you, your boss is calling you. Turn on access, right? I'm gonna be turning right now the notification access to allow Google to read my notifications. Google, come on, I told you we don't really have any secrets between you and me, right? So how can you check if you have the new Google Assistant driving feature? You need to check the settings of your Google Assistant. So click Google Assistant. Once you're there, of course, you need to scroll down a bit. A rather huge list, but of course, at the end, you have the option to really see less options. What you're looking here is something called transportation. Here it is. Hit transportation. Okay, don't get frustrated, go at the end, and now you see something called driving mode, how assistant works in the car, right? Driving mode, manage driving related settings for your assistant. You can either enable driving mode or no, and of course it supports the Hey Google detection. You can allow incoming calls while driving, so your boss is calling and you tell the phone to really not pick it up. And you can get also some help with messages while they're driving. I'm gonna show how this works. It's really very neat. But the best way to check if you really have it, just start navigation, and yeah, it's gonna be very obvious, I promise. Let me show you. I started a new navigation. As you can tell, the screen is almost the same, 99% the same, 1% new, and this 1% is exactly the new Google Driving Assistant mode. If you click here, you're gonna see this menu. So you have apparently home screen, right? You can access your calls, your messages, your media, maps, podcasts from Google, of course, settings, Spotify, Telegram, and YouTube Music, right? So clicking this here will get you out. And then you have here also the nice button. Hey Google, is it going to rain tomorrow?
It'll rain in Sofia tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Alright, I think this is really self-explanatory. Let's start from the top. Here we have the logo, it's not an icon, just a logo from the Google Assistant, and here we have a shortcut to go back to home screen. But remember, we are here in the car driving, so that's probably not a very good idea. Alright, then we have calls. Let's see what happens when we press calls. On the top you have your top contacts, right, because we're on the top. You can also call somebody else, and you have also the latest contacts trying to call you. But see here what is interesting. So let's try to call myself, see.
Calling Velen Lyson.
Okay, Google is trying to really read the contact you're calling. In my case, it's a bit difficult because, you know, I'm using Cyrillic, but it will read out aloud the name you're trying to call. And this is very nice, guys. You can just do this by driving, but of course, always pay attention to the road. Okay, how do you go back? Press here again. You're now back in the settings, and we have messages. And by the way, we have here an indication that potentially a new message has arrived. So let me just go to messages, okay? And you can just see messages again from your top contacts, and also the latest messages. And what I like here is you are able to play messages. Another video. Come on. Okay, let me just send this to myself, okay? Taking my Pixel phone again. Okay, I've heard the sound, right? So I'm gonna go back here, see we have a new message, going inside, and now we have two messages. Let's try to play that message, okay?
Where are you? Shooting another video? Come on.
How crazy is this, guys? Let me, by the way, test if this can also work in Bulgarian, because you know, my Google Home actually supports translating from and to Bulgarian. Okay. Whoa, new message. See, play message.
Ало, къде си?
So what can I tell you guys? This seems to be really very handy indeed. In case you're driving a long time and you're stuck in the traffic, this can really help you. Alright, let's see what we have next. We have media, okay? Clicking here on the media, and apparently I'm directly linked to some of my Spotify playlists or accounts. Let's try to see what we have here. Okay, Bossa Nova. Oh, right. Okay, understood. A music will start. Let's go back. we have maps now. This I don't understand. I am already using Google Maps, and inside Google Maps I have another icon, Maps. Let's click here. Okay, this is gonna get you just like a card. Understood. Podcast. These here are Google Podcasts. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of podcasts. Don't listen really too much. I watch YouTube videos. Why? I mean, why not? Okay, now I'm gonna go back here to settings, and inside settings, guys, you can show driving friendly messages, which is actually what I shared on the screen, or you can decide to disable this, and you can also allow incoming calls while driving. And actually, that's another test I want to do. All right, let me call myself and see if I can really pick up.
Call from IVE2MTEL. Do you want to pick it up?
No. Hang up. Oh, all right. Yeah, actually busy, guys. All right, this worked too. Again, very neat features implemented by Google. So we have 3 more icons to go. Spotify. Okay, Spotify, of course, will give you access to your list, to your favorite songs, and etc. Then we have Telegram, and this is interesting. Looks like recommendations aren't available right now, and I'm not sure actually why we have Telegram here and what you can do besides just opening it, but okay, it's there. And then we have also YouTube Music. If you click YouTube Music, of course, you're able to open the application or try to access some of the songs inside. What I don't get here is how can I get more applications. Right now, that's the only things that we can see. If I go to settings again, we have only these options. You can either turn off the driving friendly messages, turn off the incoming calls while driving, or turning off the driving mode itself, which of course I'm not gonna do because I really like all the options that we have. I think it's a pretty neat feature. I'm really happy to see what Google are doing. And guys, it is always like a trade-off. We are giving some of our liberty so that Google will know where we are, that Google is going to be able to read our notifications, even our messages, right? But then the trade-off is we're going to get a bit more security and a bit more convenience. And it's always like this trade-off. How far should I go? How much can I share, right? For example, I have at home the Google Home, and sometimes, you know, I kind of try to kill the microphone, but 99% it does work. And I recently realized that you can also go and submit all of your talks to Google so they can analyze and improve the language. So again, this trade-off is really important. We have to find balance. Now this update, these new Google Drive assisting features are perfect, and I like them, and I'm gonna use them on the road because my main navigation, probably 98% of the time, is really Google Maps. Hey, if you like videos like this, you might want to consider subscribing to that channel. It's really, really greatly appreciated. And guys, please, you and your families, stay safe. With that said, VST over and bye.